Tonight, communities expressing concern over two potential hospital mergers that would shake up the Twin Cities. They're citing out-of-state control and affordability. Some faith leaders and union members holding a news conference outside of North Minneapolis Church ahead of a forum organized there about the acquisition of North Memorial by South Dakota-owned Sanford Health. The group calling for limits on hospital prices, medical debt forgiveness, and guarantees the Robbinsdale Hospital stays open. Members of the group, they want both CEOs to sign what's called a community benefits agreement.
Families should not have to travel farther or settle for less because of this merger. Status quo is not equity. Status quo is not enough.
Jennifer Hoff has more on how the two hospitals are responding and the next steps in that deal. Jennifer.
Kevin, the organizations are still undergoing regulatory approvals under state healthcare transaction laws. But hospitals like North Memorial are facing such financial hurdles. Its CEO says new partnerships are the only way to stay open at all.
Well, good evening, everybody.
There weren't any prayers at this church tonight.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Just a conversation about another place of healing making headlines for its financial hurdles.
Without this partnership, it is very, very likely that North Memorial will not be here.
The hospital CEO, Trevor Swalish, says it's losing $50 million a year. A level 1 trauma center in Robbinsdale, North Memorial serves as a safety net, but rising uncompensated care, Medicaid changes, and higher deductibles has nonprofit hospitals struggling. Swalish suggesting in April, partnerships can create more stable systems, announcing a merger with Sanford Health a month later.
The goal needs to be that we are pushing the envelope every day to make sure that we do more tomorrow than we're able to do today.
20 organizations considered in the year-long process, landing on the South Dakota Corporation, already based in rural cities across Minnesota, confirming the hospital's core services will remain intact for 2 years, including $100 million up front.
It gives us time to figure out how we can solve some of these challenges facing healthcare.
Some people pushing back.
We want details for how these services are going to be maintained.
Others hopeful the deal means a cornerstone of care stays just that.
I think that is the way that we can continue to have that type of care.
The healthcare landscape may be changing as people pray their coverage doesn't.
That's why we care so deeply about what happens next.
Now, hospital policy experts will tell you that research shows that cross-market mergers can in fact raise prices for payers, and there's really only some stability in the short term. And that's really why those unions and those faith leaders are pushing for varying legally binding assurances from Sanford. As for that other merger, California-based Sutter Health is set to acquire Allina, which is also still undergoing a review process by the Attorney General. Kevin?
Oh, definitely a talker based on that, just the amount of people in that room today. All right, Jennifer, thank you.
Yep.